Hi there, everyone. Hope everyone is doing great. Unlike my usual sessions, I can't do a warm-up session on a TEDx platform. So I'll start. I am an author and an online teacher. So many of you might have imagined, I roam around the valleys of Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and still trying to figure out how TikTok works. So, and I just try to teach people one or two things every single day. Now, social media has given me everything that I have today. It's the very reason why I'm standing here in front of all you beautiful people. Now, one very interesting thing that social media possesses is its multiplier effect. Now, it has bestowed upon me a very interesting gift as well, if you may call that. And that is a huge level and magnitude of judgment, criticism, and negativity. Now, when I was the first time at the receiving end of this negativity or judgment in a huge number, and the inexplicable cruelty behind those comments made me paralyzed. I actually evaluated my actions and thought about quitting. But I didn't quit. And here I am, bitching about my haters on a TEDx talk. And I plan to monetize my haters as well by writing a book and publishing next month in the book fair. So probably the next time I'm here on a TEDx talk, my title would be How I Monetized My Haters. That should get a lot more views than this one though. So while I was writing that book, I figured a few things. So I have 3 insights to share with you. The first one is this. Basically, you're at the middle, and there are a ton of people at the bottom shouting and yelling at you. And there are a few people at your top raising the flag, winning things, having a lot of success. Now, if you see very closely, the people at the top don't really criticize you. They don't really talk about you. They probably don't even have the time to talk about you, right? All these naysayers and haters are basically beneath you. And they don't have the courage to do something new. They don't have the courage to invent something new. They don't have the courage to go up front and influence people. Now what they do is, they try to pull you down. Because that's the only way they feel comfortable. Because they get much more people around them. And that's the only way they feed their ego, they feed themselves. Now if you look closely, you are basically worried about these people at the beneath who are talking about you, yelling about your back. Now, if you look at this closely, you'll figure things out that these people never really matter. These people should never really matter. And all these people who are standing above you, they always try to help you out because they have gone through the success, they have gone through the failures as well. They know how hard it is to get there at the top. And they do need more people up there to celebrate their success with, right? So if you get that, it becomes quite easy for you to deal with those haters when you see this picture. That's why I wanted to draw this one to make you visualize. The next time you see a comment, you'll realize these people are there. And the only way they'll succeed if you give your attention to those naysayers. Let me give you a second insight. So since I'm an online person and I roam around the valleys of these social media platforms, I feel like this is the reality that we have today. We all are in our small little boat, minding our own businesses, but there's a social media crowd, an entire sea full of opinions. It's all right. Now everyone deals with opinions. And if you even look back a decade ago, you'll see there's a drastic change between our friend circles. Previously, we had like 10 to 15 friends, and we all have like 200, 300 Facebook friends, right? Now, what that means is we have to deal with a lot of opinions as well. Now, the sea is a lot of opinion. It's all right. You're floating, you're minding your own business. Now, the problem occurs when you let that opinion hit you. And the holes are basically social media platforms, the Facebooks, the YouTubes, and Instagrams. And if that hits you, it hits you like an ocean, and you're in a small boat. Now what happens? things start to crawl you down, your boat sinks, you stop doing what you are doing, you think about, oh damn, what my life is going to look, oh damn, what people are talking about me, and that's where the problem lies. So don't you ever let those opinions hit your nerve. It's very easy to say that, right? I know it's very easy to say, and it's very, very difficult to maintain. Now it will hit you. And that's where my third idea comes in. It hits you many times, probably in a month, probably in a year, and for people it hits you every day, right? So you can't do something about that. Now I have a last weapon for you. This is what I call a power bank. Now you have to promise me, after this talk, after you go back to your home, you'll spend at least 15 minutes to prepare the power bank. Now, it's not a power bank to recharge your mobile phone. It's a power bank to recharge you, your soul. Now, what you do is, you've done a lot of amazing things, right? You have won different medals, accolades, prizes. You have won races. You have been the valedictorian. So write them down in small papers. Put them in a box. Whenever you're hit with opinions and judgment and criticism, take away the box, open that up, start reading the small papers that you have done this. Someone has told you that. Someone has patted on your back and said, damn, you're going to do great things in your life. And you know what? The moment you start reading those, you could visualize the very moment that very good thing took place. And it helps you. So for me, I don't have a box. I have a folder full of screenshots. Since I'm talking about social media, there are a lot of people talked about good things about me. So something that I'm regularly doing for the last 5 years or so. Every time I see a big comment, a heartfelt comment that was actually meant to encourage me, I take a screenshot, save it in a folder. And every time something wrong happens, something bad happens, I encounter a failure, I encounter a criticism, I encounter a judgment, I go to my Google Drive, open that folder, start reading the screenshots of people who talked good things about me. And you know what? It only takes 2 minutes, max 3 minutes, max 5 or 6 screenshots that helps me recharge my soul, and recharge my vision and dream, and keeps me back on the track that I was doing. So it's a request. It's a request to all of you to spend just 15 minutes today to write them down, because there's a lot of memories in your life that you probably forgot. So when you write them down, you know the power of visualization, right? So when you read that, you could actually memorize and visualize that very place that it took place. So that's my last suggestion for you. So if you look back, the first one is, remember, the people who are talking behind your back are always beneath you. So no need to worry about them. And second, everyone is floating on opinions and judgments and criticism. It's nothing new. It's very normal. You're minding your own business, but don't you ever let those opinions get into your small little nice boat through the holes of social media. And even if it does, remember the power bank that you have. It may be a small box, or it may be like a folder that I have with a lot of screenshots. So if you get that right, I believe you've got a few good very armors that will help you or protect you from the criticisms, judgments, and all the naysayers talking behind your back. So I just hope you do these things and probably help you out a bit. Go chase your dream as fast as you can. Be happy, spread happiness.